Hello and welcome to the Asian Pacific Cultural Showcase. I'm Alicia Summers, your host for this very special event that is being presented by the Asian Culture and Media Alliance, or ACMA, of San Diego. Today we celebrate the Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month of May at the beautiful Paradise Point on Mission Bay by featuring a showcase of Southern California-based Asian and Pacific Islander groups in performing their traditional dances and music. We are celebrating the wonderful diversity that makes San Diego America's finest city by sharing our cultures. This program signifies the solidarity, strength, and resolve in standing against the recent national wave of racial hate crimes and incidents that unfortunately have been targeting Asian Americans. We hope this program will elevate the hearts and minds of not only San Diegans, but everyone who's watching this in creating a better awareness about understanding our Asian Pacific American community. Joining us is ACMA's founder and executive director, Kathleen Choi.
Thank you, Alicia, and thank you to all those who are joining us today for this very special program. I am proud to have created this showcase that celebrates our many wonderful API cultures in honor of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. Being born myself in Vietnam to Korean parents, and later growing up on the island of Borneo in Southeast Asia, as well as Seoul, Korea, has certainly taught me the value of embracing and celebrating diversity. That is why I founded Asian Culture and Media Alliance in 2013, in order to provide a media arts platform that lifts up and empowers voices within the Asian Pacific American community, as well as advocating for better equity and inclusion in media arts. My hope is that today's showcase will inspire and enlighten viewers, and maybe even open the hearts and minds of many who are not familiar with Asian Pacific American cultures. I also hope this program will foster solidarity and a sense of unity for our community, especially during these trying times when many are struggling with isolation and even fear. Lastly, I'd like to acknowledge all the wonderful efforts by our volunteers, crew, performers, sponsors, and public officials who contributed to the success of this program. Again, on behalf of ACMA, I thank you all for watching. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Kathleen. At ACMA, we are honored to have several VIP officials from Southern California participate in our Asian Pacific American Cultural Showcase. Here they are.
Hello, I'm Todd Gloria, Mayor of the City of San Diego. Thank you to the Asian Culture and Media Alliance for inviting me to say a few words today. I'm proud to be part of this virtual celebration. Our AAPI community has overcome a lot in the last year, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to recognize your talents. Today, we get to acknowledge Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in conjunction with the amazing performances that have been prepared for us to enjoy. The Asian Culture and Media Alliance has made this possible through their continued advocacy to build equity and inclusion within the arts. It is events like these that allow us to take pride in the resilience, strength, and unique talents of our incredible San Diego communities. As mayor, I share your goal of bridging the gaps that divide us. We are stronger together. Again, thank you, and I hope you enjoy the celebration.
Hello, I'm California State Senate President Pro Tempore Tony Atkins. I am so proud to participate in today's Asian Pacific Cultural Showcase, albeit virtually, and to celebrate Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month with you. It's our diversity and cultural traditions that make San Diego such an amazing city. I must commend the staff, volunteers, and members of the Asian Culture and Media Alliance. Established in 2013, your nonprofit is the definition of creativity and empowerment, raising the voices of the AAPI community across San Diego and beyond through TV, film, podcast, and virtual live events. And despite all the challenges of this past year, you continued to educate and inspire. I want you to know that I stand in solidarity with you and I condemn the acts of hate against this community. There is no place for this type of intolerance in San Diego or anywhere in California. Anti-Asian racism and hate are a threat to all of us. Do not suffer in silence. The only way the cowards behind attacks can be brought to justice is if you say something. Do not be afraid to report any incidents of hate crimes to authorities. You matter. You are vital. With a population that is 400,000 strong, our AAPI community is essential to our region. Thank you for organizing the talent within San Diego and for providing unity, awareness, and empowerment through media. It is my true honor to represent you in the 39th Senate District. And now, on with the show.
Now let's get things started with our first two performances representing our Chinese community, presented by Silk Road and Xingjian Dance Studios.
So we are a Chinese women dance team. Our group name is called Silk Road Dancers. We train and take lessons from Xingjian Dance Studio. So today, our adult team brings everyone a dance called Reflection of the Dancing Fans. It is a typical Chinese classical dance, and it depicting a group of girls playfully enjoy themselves alongside the river. Hope everyone.
Wow, what great performances. Our next two performances will be presented by San Diego Hung Mul School and Korean American Youth Performing Arts, or KAIPA, from Chino Hills, Irvine, representing the Korean community.
Our group is called the San Diego Korean Boomer Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that performs, practices, and teaches Korean traditional drumming. We perform at several cultural events all around San Diego.
Our next performance will be Samur Pankut. It's when we tie our instruments to our bodies and we move around, and we have a little bit more interaction with the audience. And we also have these hats that we spin around that adds a bit more spice to our performance.
Sampa means Korean American Youth Performing Artist. Today's performance is Puchichu, which means fan dance in Korean. And it's our most popular dance inside of our organization. And this dance is generally about unity, even after separating. And we hope you enjoy.
The dance that we will be performing is the 5-drum dance, which is also called Ogubuk in Korean. It is where all 5 drums are set up on stage and we all play as a group, playing all different kinds of beats, and it starts off slow in the beginning and it gradually gets faster near the end. And it is one of the popular dances of our Korean traditional.
Thank you, San Diego Pungmul School and Kaipa, for your amazing performances. Next up, we have a Polynesian group, Makanikai Hula, representing 3 cultural performances from Tahiti to New Zealand and Hawaii, representing the Pacific Islander community.
Aloha, my name is Christine Kananiolaka Miranda, owner and director of Makanikai Polynesian Dance Troupe. We would like to take you on a journey, a non-stop journey to the Polynesian islands through the dances of each region. All performed by the Lao Makanikai. We will first stop in the island of Tahiti. The greeting word is Yarana. Our 2 dancers, Puanani and Kaea, will perform the otea of the goddess Hina. Mahalo. Our next stop is the island of New Zealand, where the locals call the island of New Zealand Aotearoa. The Wahine will be performing the haka, followed by Maori Poi.
Kiraro! Kiawiri! Kiamau! Kiraro! Kiawiri! Kiamau! Haere mai!
Hi, I'm Congresswoman Young Kim, representing California's 39th Congressional District. That includes parts of Los Angeles, Orange, and San Bernardino counties. I want to thank the Asian Culture and Media Alliance for having me today to join this Asian Pacific American Cultural Showcase as we work together to lift up fellow AAPI voices and honor the contributions Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are making across the nation each and every day. While APA Heritage Month is celebrated each May, it cannot be ignored that this month comes at a time when hate and bias targeting our AAPI community is on the rise. As one of the first Korean American women to serve in Congress, I am proud to be able to use my voice to stand up for the AAPI community. Asian Americans are Americans, and Asian American issues are American issues. While this has been a hard year for everyone, I have faith that brighter days are ahead. If a girl from South Korea can come to America, put herself through school, have a career, start a small business, and raise a family, and now serve the community I called home for decades as a member of Congress, to me, this means the American dream is alive and real. I appreciate you having me and promise to do my part to stand up for the AAPI community always.
Hello, everyone. Assemblymember Stephen Choi from the 68th District in Orange County area. It is my great pleasure to welcome everyone to the ACMA's Asian Pacific Cultural Showcase in celebrating the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month of May. This Asian Pacific Cultural Showcase and the celebration of Asian Heritage Month is very meaningful and significant today. Asian Pacific Islanders and immigrants from those regions have contributed to this country so much in many different aspects of our life, such as culturally, economically, in business, in academia, in K-pop, in motion pictures, in sports, you name it. The recent Asian hate crime has no place in our society, and we totally condemn it and reject it. Let's love one another, respect one another, so we can live in peace and harmony for all of us. Congratulations and thank you, Kathleen Choi, for hosting this beautiful event today. Have a wonderful day.
Hi there. I'm Mayor Farah Khan from the great city of Irvine. And even though we're not together in person for this year's Asian Pacific American Cultural Showcase, it is still important for us to celebrate Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. I happen to be the first API woman elected to the council, and now the first API woman elected as mayor of a city with 45% of our population identifying as API. I want to especially recognize Asian Culture and Media Alliance's important mission in empowering our youth and celebrating the positive contributions of our diverse Asian Pacific American community in Southern California through media arts programs. Thank you to the Asian Pacific American Cultural Showcase for uplifting our communities.
Aloha. For our final piece, we will do a chant for you called Oli Mahalo. During this time, it is needed that we gather together and be thankful for one another. As the ladies line up through their Oli, we will also end it with Mele Ohana. It is a Mele meaning song, Ohana meaning family. It is our gift to you. Mahalo.
Uhola'ia kamakaloala, u'aike alohala, u'kai'ia kahaloala, hawe'i mai nā lehua, mai ko'oku'ia kahalawa'ila, mahalo e ke akua. Mahalo e nā tupuna la'ea, mahalo me ke aloha la. Mahalo me ke aloha la.
Ke hapai nei ka leo I ku ohana Na ke aloha e kau ka leo I ku poli Na uku makana aloha e Ke ia aina e pula mamai I loko Na ke akua e malama E aku aloha ia oko I lift my voice up to my family whose love I wear upon my chest. This is my gift of love for you from this land that has nurtured me. 'Cause it remains here in my heart, cared forever by God. Aloha ia oko. Here is my love for
ay malamang here is my love. Eyaku aloha. Here is my love for all of you. All of you.
My name is Lindsay Amador. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing here at Paradise Point Resort, and we are thrilled to welcome ACMA today to sponsor the location for the Asian Pacific Cultural Showcase. It felt very important for us to partner on this specific project because Paradise Point in 1962, when Jack Skirball built the resort, he took a lot of influence from the Pacific Islands, and so we're connected to this community anyway. And it was important for us to be a part of this today based on where we are in history and what's happening to the AAPI community. And we wanted to show up as partners and as friends and show our support in this very important time.
Now let's travel to the South Pacific for our next dance performances by Lao Heritage Dance Group and Pasa Cat, each representing the San Diego's Laotian and Filipino communities.
Hi, somebody. My name is Nom Tongpajan. I'm the director of SD Lao Heritage. Our performers are from San Diego, and we are here to perform Sai Lom Yin. It's called Cool Breeze dance. It's traditional, and also we have traditional music and dancing and choreographed by me. So we are happy to be here and to celebrate Asian Month. So thank you so much for inviting us, and we are pleased to come and perform for everybody. Thank you. Khop Chai.
name is Matthew Padrigan, and I'm here with the Pasakat Philippine Performing Arts Company. And today we're presenting Hibla Filipiniana, a panorama of the Philippines through our fabric, our costumes, and our dances.
I'm Nithya Raman, and I'm the councilperson for the 4th District here in Los Angeles. This year has been tough for the AAPI community. We've seen increased attacks and hate directed at us, sometimes encouraged by the political leadership across the country. And this year, our celebration of AAPI history, culture, and achievements also brings with it some real sadness and reflection, in addition to our pride. I think what has become all the more clear through this year is the reminder that we must talk about the AAPI experience, not just this month, but all throughout the year, and really tell our stories. The Asian Culture and Media Alliance's APA Cultural Showcase is a bright example of exactly how we can do that. We can uplift our experience, and we can show that despite these trying times, we are still standing strong, we have a unified voice of pride and solidarity, and we can tell our stories with nuance, with love, and with care. Beyond this showcase, ACMA empowers the AAPI community to continue to make their voices heard and be celebrated through their media arts programs across Southern California. ACMA and tonight's showcase gives me hope that calls for change to make sure our voices are heard and represented are just at the beginning of our community's journey towards greater empowerment.
Hello, I'm Nathan Fletcher, Chair of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, and it's my thrill to join you. As part of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, I want to start off by recognizing the critically important work the Asian Culture and Media Alliance does within our community. Representation in the media is key to the ongoing education and engagement of our community. Each person's lived experience is of value to our community and work culture. ACMA takes this responsibility seriously with its next level vocational training for young adults through your Take One Media Internship class. Thank you for empowering and celebrating the positive contribution of our Asian Pacific American community here in San Diego. I am working alongside you to help create a safe community for all, especially for those impacted by recent actions. And to Kathleen Choi, thank you. Your continued leadership, your advocacy, everything you do on behalf of the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities is recognized and is appreciated.
Next up, we have a classic solo dance performance by Suchi Anandpura from the Nod Studios, representing the Indian community.
Namaste. My name is Neha Patel. I'm the owner of the Nod Studio and founder and director of San Diego. It's a premier dance school of Indian classical dance styles. Today we are going to present an Indian classical dance form from north of India called Kathak. Kathak emphasizes on spins and intricate footwork.
Our final cultural performance representing the Japanese community will be presented by Reiko Abata, is a renowned koto player who has performed with many jazz and classical symphony musicians, as well as traditional Japanese artists, including Temecula and Idlewild jazz festivals. Riko's solo koto performance is called London no Yoro no Ame, which means London Night Rain. Let's take a listen. It has been wonderful for me today watching all these amazing cultural performances. Thank you for joining me in watching ACMA's Asian Pacific Cultural Showcase today. We hope our program has inspired you to learn more about our wonderful Asian and Pacific Islander community. Be sure to join us next May 2022 for the launch of the all-new San Diego Asian Pacific American Culture Festival, also hosted by Asian Culture and Media Alliance. To learn more about how you can support ACMA's programs, please visit our website at acmasocal.org. On behalf of ACMA, Paradise Point Resort, and all of our amazing performers, VIP officials, crew, and those who have contributed to supporting us, I'm Alicia Summers, and I thank you for watching. Take care, everyone.